Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. We have Ronnie Nunn here, who is a longtime NBA referee. We thought we would talk a little bit about the fundamentals of refereeing. So people probably have no idea what that means. Can you give us a handle on when you're training to be a ref, what are those fundamentals?
Well, the most important thing is where your eyes are and where they should be. You know, I think as fans and people that watch the game just in general, we're always watching the ball. But in officiating, especially with three people, there's certain two of them watching off the ball, and sometimes two on the ball, depending on the position. So mechanics is like the term for an offense. And so if you know your offense, you know where you're going, and you know what you're looking for. And so that's one of the bigger things in officiating, is to know where your eyes are and then get in shape to get in position.
Now, when we're talking about, let's say, offensive charges, are there drills that referees do to watch the play and then just decide how it does, and then you can go over a video? I mean, do you do that kind of work to improve that reaction?
You know, it really comes film first with block charge, and you start understanding the concept that the defender has got to beat the player to the spot, and hopefully it's a perpendicular position prior to a player going forward and launching forward at him. So when you're refereeing in basketball, one of the other things that's unusual is you're always watching the defender, then you catch up with the offensive player. It actually slows down the motion of players, but if you look between the two of them, or if you look at the offense first, you don't know whether the defender got there on time. Once you get the defender, you can figure out the rest pretty easily, and you'll most likely get in the 90th percentile of a correct decision.
Wow, I can guarantee you no one has ever really understood that before. We talk about talent. You know, people can run, jump, and all that kind of stuff, and they're quick. Is there a talent to being a referee, or is it all just hard work and perseverance and you get good?
No, there is a talent. There's an instinctive talent that after you begin learning it, the concepts of what you're looking for, then the question comes is how fast can you process plays? How well do you process them if it's a slower decision? You know, some plays call themselves quickly, you respond quickly. Some plays you got to watch the play, have a start, development, and finish to it before you say, okay, I got it. It's a foul on the arm, or it's a foul on the body, or it's a rebounding push that's more than marginal contact. So when you have those kind of things, I think the key word is process. Sometimes it's done quickly, sometimes it's come over that breakdown I was just mentioning, and when you get good at that, you really are a guy who kind of throws strikes a lot. And if you throw enough strikes, you're on the mound and you can pitch and stay in a game.
Wow. Now, since you've retired from refereeing, tell us how have you been applying all your knowledge of the game and refereeing?
Well, you know, I opened up a consulting program right now. It's very much in its infancy, and it targets teams that are foul prone and targets players that have foul prone behaviors. And what I try to do is go back to my coaching and playing days in college and internationally and figure out what they're doing and teach them techniques to avoid fouls, whether it's in the post, on the perimeter, rebounding, off-ball cuts, on-ball reroutes, things of that nature.
Fantastic. Well, we certainly need a lot more of that because I think there are players that simply don't know how not to foul.
That's true. I think they watch a little TV and they kind of mimic. It's a mimicking game, and sometimes they mimic the wrong thing. So this program is to target the game so it could be better. It still makes me part of the NBA, but on an outside of periphery area.
Well, thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate your time. And don't forget, at B-Ball Breakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. Are you in? Are you in?
I'm in.